Hi guys, my name's Tudor. I'm the man of the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now today, well, last time we were messing around with this, and yeah, couldn't make it work. And I'm actually recording this video on the day that that went up, and also, yes, I know my facial hair is gone, and also I'm still a little sick, so I'm sorry if I cough or sputter or whatever else during this. And I'm sorry if the lack of facial hair traumatizes you, but such is the way of things. However, I watched the dev stream. Excuse me. I watched the dev stream shortly after making the video that has gone up today, which I think for this video today will be next Wednesday for me right now. But either way, and I was doing one thing that was really kind of dumb, because I put the boulders in here. I had to rebuild this slightly as well because in testing out earlier I broke it, so there are some extra iron reinforcements in here in the counterweight. But there was one problem, because I had the boulders, sure, but I hadn't loaded them. So now in everything else, when you stick a thing in there, it picks it up straight away because it's just like, oh, well, we're burning wood, or we're burning coal, or we're burning whatever else, you know, and so it's just what's there. In here, though, because you can potentially store there are so far 2 different types of ammo, and potentially there are going to be more, including corpses to spread disease later on down the line. But they, as a result, you know, you need to specifically load it, which is, you know, absolutely fine. It was just something that wasn't apparent to me, and you know, there are I'm sure that there'll be tooltips and things, or more kind of signifiers that later down the line in terms of development and stuff to kind of highlight this once you've built things. But either way, this is just short of the rock. We can rewind it, put it back down. Can we? We'll add the stone that I've been carrying around to it, just to try and hit the big rock. There we go. So I kind of like it. It's useful. There's a lot of stuff that you might be able to do it. I'll take that back. One of the things though, that when I put this up on Facebook, when I shared last week's video up on Facebook, Hannah, actually, who has been looking forward to getting into this game, it's just a shame that at the moment she's got so much uni work that she's not really been able to either play it with me just by herself on her co-op game, or jump into mine here to help me with stuff, and just to show stuff off. She thought that when in the description here is the same as the one that I put on Facebook, and it says about like goals. And she was worried, or she thought that about goats, and there might be goats in the mountain biome that will be over, or the alpine biome that will be over that way eventually. But she was wondering about whether or not you could fire a person, or fire goats, deer, people, either way. But I said to her that I'd wait so that we could launch each other at things if it works. So for the moment, though, in the time that I was away, I've done some more to our base that's just over that rise there. And I also found I said last time that I couldn't find the Priest of Mitra kind of NPC. Let's just ghost ourselves back over this way so that we can safely reach our base. I said last time that I couldn't find the NPC out here that would teach me the Mitra religion, so I hadn't been able to build any more. And those of you that are observant have probably noticed that I've actually changed my loadout there. I've got a different weapon on my bar, and that's a Setite dagger. And of course it starts getting dark when I come back over here to show you guys some stuff. But so I went and I talked to the Setite NPC, and I now know. Oh, it was my archer up there. I had no idea what that was for a second. Right, okay, that can go away for now then. But I also found the Mitran NPC. who I figured she's easier to get to than the Setite one for now. So I thought I'd show you where she is. And that's going to require us kind of taking a long route back down that way and up and round. But it's also, you know, she's interesting to talk to, and all of these NPCs, and one of the things that I really like about these NPCs is that all of them seem to have something to give you so far, either be it information about the world or whatever else, but all of them seem to have an emote of some description to give you. All of them seem to have some information about themselves to provide, which then potentially allows you to recognize some things and to give you some stuff to work with. But also they give you some information about the actual world, as in the game world that you can play in. Why am I under attack? Okay, I don't know why the action music suddenly kicked in there, but hey ho. And it's like the only one that I've not met that doesn't really give you a huge amount so far, in terms of kind of information and useful stuff, was actually Nunu, the cannibal dude that we met the other day, because the information that he kind of has for you is seemingly literally, I ate people, and even amongst cannibals, the people that I ate were kind of like iffy for me to have eaten. Here, have an emote, and if you don't already know how to worship Yogg, then worship Yogg, and that's kind of it for him. But yep, there you go. Any more? Go. But there's a lot of interesting stuff that was on the dev stream though, by the way. Whilst we're off wandering, I'll talk to you guys about the dev stream, because it was some exciting stuff, because they said that there are two more biomes that they're going to be adding. One of which is going to be the Alpine biome that they had mentioned before. And the other of which is going to be, seemingly, from what I've gathered, a more watery biome. And now they didn't... Excuse me. Now they didn't say that in the dev stream. But this NPC that we're going to talk to... Oh. Oh, it's a spider. Crippling poison. Oh, I made some antidotes with my shrine to Set. I should have brought a couple with me. Oh well. Doesn't help that I can't really see all that well. I don't know how well you guys can see. I mean, I've got my light reflecting on my... Maybe not that way. I've got my light reflecting on my screen as well, which doesn't really help me out much. And it doesn't help out, like, that moon is just not the most kind of useful of celestial bodies as far as light is concerned. I don't know, can't really see if there's a way past that base, or if we'd have to go through it, or if we'll have to drop down. Then I don't know if I can take a whole camp by myself. But yeah, the dev stream, they were saying that there were like things that they obviously still wanted to do, an awful lot of them. They're looking at ways to change the medium armor, especially kind of crafting, to make it more worthwhile. Because, you know, at no point in the game... Do you know what? Sod it, we're running past. I think we... Oh, that's an arrow. I think we're good. We can just jog past here, I think. Yeah, we can dodge those arrows by running. It's fine. Can we get down this side though? That's the... Yes. Okay. This seems like a way that we can kind of clamber, maybe. I can't Really? Yeah, here we go. Oh, that was kind of painful, but we managed it. That's fine. And the sun's coming up, which means I can put that away, and we can just keep on going. All right. But yeah, they were saying that the medium armor at the moment is like not most. Oh, who are you? Oh. Okay. Right. We're gonna go towards the water just a little bit. Just to try and dodge some more of these bigger guys to get our bearings. Okay, so our main lodge is, or like our early game lodge is down there. Can you go away? What are you gonna do, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Really, someone's coming for me again already. I still can't see very well. Can the sun come up a little? What was that? Oh, there's a spider in the water. What are you doing down, like, here, of all places? Okay, so we're a little crippled. It's kind of slowed us to walking speed. We should probably eat something. I went out hunting rhinos. The rhino kind of haunches are so good. They are so worthwhile because they from about 50%, possibly even more, they'll just fill you right the way up. Although rhinos are a pain in the ass to kill sometimes, they are worth it if you can get them at range. Which is why I have javelins. They are my new favourite ranged weapon in this game. Because I played around with the bows a little bit early on, but I don't think you guys have ever seen me mess around with them. Maybe I'll mess around with the various bows in the future. I don't know, just to show. Maybe I'll use the admin panel again and break some stuff so that we can see all the different bits and pieces. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of doing that, considering that so far it doesn't look like these this game is going to need like big resets to introduce new stuff. But you know, if it does, then maybe that'll be an opportune time to show off some of that stuff. But no, they were saying that combat, they wanted to make it more brutal, but they also wanted to make things like shields more worthwhile. You know, I'm just going to keep my sword out now. But yeah, they wanted to make it more brutal. More fast-paced. They wanted shields to be more important. They wanted, potentially, if people like dual wielding, then they'll make more of a fuss about dual wielding with more animations and more kind of potence to it. Maybe allowing for proper dual wielding with weapons of similar sizes instead of, like, I can dual wield with my little knife here at the moment. If I just flip the camera around, so I've got my knife and my sword there. You know, I can do that right now, but that's the most kind of dual wieldy it gets at the moment. But that's why, like, when I was saying the other day, oh, it seems like they've made it, you know, that my damage is skewed one way or the other, and it seems kind of odd, and I seem to be a lot stronger than I was. Part of that is because they've tried to make combat more kind of brutal, more kind of like I wouldn't necessarily say realistic. They're not trying to turn it into anything like Chivalry or Mirage or anything like that, but they're definitely trying to be like, well, in the world of Conan, fights, you know, did not take forever. Conan would cut a person in two and then they would fall over and die, and in this game you should be kind of Conan-like. And so you should just be able to turn around, cut a person in two, and then that should kind of be, to one extent or another, the end of your problems. But, oh god, spiders and hyenas. I can't move. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Big lag. Okay, I think that might have been a bit much, and we're crippled again. Okay, so crippling poison is a pain in the arse, and I really wish I had bought my antidotes that I made, but oh well. There you go. Right. But yeah, so the combat, they want to make it more brutal, and they want to make the armor the armor system more component based, so that you can make like a like default catch-all kind of base for like a leather piece of armor, for a medium piece of armor. But then after you've made that medium piece of armor, you can make modifications to it so that it's oh dear. Are you gonna come for me, or are you gonna leave me alone? No, you're gonna come for me. Joe, I'm gonna come. Ow! I'm gonna come for you. There you go. We've got some. You guys were not this eager to kill me like a couple of days ago when I first found this NPC. I was farming stuff up and exploring some more for interesting things to show people. Okay, so there's a shrine to Mitra there. Hold on, let's take a quick... Please don't break. All I did was open the map. There we go. Yeah, so we're looking to get like up here. So what we're probably going to do is we should probably go this way, but we don't want to annoy the people who are over there praying. There's another shrine to Mitra that's like that somewhere nearby. Oh, another spider. No, a couple of spiders. Oh, another rockhead. They're on the more nasty side, but they seem to have been. Oh. Okay. Oh, another spider. I don't know why my frame rate has dropped. I can only assume because combat is happening from everywhere. It's not good. Oh. Is that... What is that? Is that just a broken texture on the floor? Seems to be a broken texture on the floor. In fact, hold on, let's go back and take a look at this shrine for a moment. I'd like it if the frame rate would sort itself out, please. I've been having this every so often, but I don't know exactly why it does it. I mean, early access is early access. It's not best optimized right now. So, you know, they'll get there. I can hear combat sounds, but I don't know where they're coming from. But I want to kill these people. Oh, God. You two. There you go. Cut them off at the knees. See, now that's a Mitran priest. Again. So, we now know 2 places that we can come. Oh. Frame rate kind of came back up again. What's this? Kind of has? Oh, we picked it up. And I dropped it again. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's a spider. Hold on, spider. I'll be right with you. Just want to... Well, now I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Go away. Okay, so we got a journal. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Oh, this frame rate is horrible, man. I don't know why it's suddenly had a bit of a slowdown on me. I mean, this is the thing, actually. I had a slowdown on a different game to this kind of extent the other day that isn't an early access game. You know, the times that I have these issues are mostly on thing like this, which is early access and still has a good year or so to go. Subnautica, which still has at least a good couple of months in early access still. You know, it's understandable. You know, they've not done their final kind of passes for whether or not it's going to be you know, whether or not it's finished, whether or not it's all done, whether or not everything's... Oh, there he is. Yeah, whether or not there are things that they can do to make it work a little better. Yeah, they've not touched on those things just yet, and so as a result, you know, it's a crocodile, but I don't know if it's the crocodile that's... Oh no, it's the spider first. Spider that warps horribly, and now crocodile. I should probably get my shield out. Down he goes. Okay. Where are we? So now we need to find our way kind of up. I think. Yeah. Yeah, we need to find our way kind of up and over the top of there, which we should be able to do. It looks like we'll need to run up here. But yeah, it's like the other game that I had kind of frame rate and lag issues with recently was actually Mass Effect Andromeda, which I think at some point I might, well, you know, once I've actually finished the game. Oh, spider. But yeah, once I've finished the game, I might give a rundown of it, because I loved the Mass Effect trilogy, the original trilogy, the Shepard trilogy, I guess, and yeah, I've got some kind of interesting mixed feelings about Andromeda, which, you know, you guys seem to have enjoyed me talking about games and stuff in the past, and so I may as well kind of bring that to you guys, and just so we can have a chat about it, just not have to worry or fuss over things. We can just you know, have a chat about this other game that maybe could have been better. Right, we're going to cut across the water here, just hopefully to avoid annoying anything. And then I think we're going to go up here and over there. Something like that. Oh, spider, go away, please. I don't want to get crippled. I don't want to fight you, really. I just want to go find the people that I said I'd find. Oh no, she's up there. Do you know what? There we go. Ooh, crikey. Yeah, she's up there actually. Let's get a little higher up, get a little bit of a lay of land, so we can see where we might need to go, and then we'll go for a climb, I guess. They did actually say something that kind of threw me in the dev stream actually about climbing, and how there might be more. Yeah, we've got to get all the way up there. I mean, I guess we could try. There might be a way to climb up there. I'm not sure. Yeah, they said something in the dev stream about climbing, and I'm like, be an interesting thing to do. But whether or not we actually, do you know what? Considering this frame rate is actually starting to bug me now, just to show you where she is, I'm just going to cheat. And I know, I'm a terrible, horrible, dirty cheater, and I said that I didn't want to, and all the rest of it, but this is just to show you guys the useful person that's up here. Can we get across that way? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, we would have had to come from this side and across, so that would have meant going all the way under there, all the way over that side, and then walking up. But this here hold on. Are we actually safe? Oh, didn't mean to punch the air. Yeah, we'll land on ground. That's fine. Right. This here is Pirate Queen. Jamila the Pirate Queen, to be exact. Person who put all of this together and then got ousted. But let's have a chat with her.
Watch your shadow, Cully. You've not the saltwater stagger for regular fools who come seeking the blade of the butcher of Quarzine. So we'll talk, if you keep your distance.
So part of me thinks that these NPCs will have quests for us. Because Nunu kept saying about bringing him, like, the meat. Which I guess might be human flesh. This character seems to be interested in two different things, which when we start talking to her, she'll start spooling that out for us. And then the other guy was talking about sorcery and how he was a sorcerer, but his powers were blocked by the bracelet, and he needed us to go and get him something to make his powers work again. And so I feel like there's, instead of, you know, these NPCs that are dotted around, they have, like, she was an acolyte of Mitra, so she was the one that taught me how to make the shrine that I've now built. You've got the salute emote, which is this one. Simple hand with a chest kind of thing. But we'll talk to her some more.
Gawk at the captain who lost her ship and her crew. Twice the captain, twice the exile now of Pink's meaningless dogs. I put the salt back in their blood, and this is how they pay me? Treacherous bastards. The Black Hand only exists because of me!
Okay, so the Black Hand, who are the pirates who are down over there in their kind of like rock ship that they've kind of set up. They have apparently ousted her, and it was all her doing. But hey ho.
When I was exiled here, like the others, I was adrift, directionless. They burned my hands and my claws, burned them into a twisted flesh lumps here and there. I had to learn everything new.
I hope you guys can hear her. I mean, I've turned subtitles on, but I hope you guys can hear her as well. And I know I'm talking over the top of her, but it's just, it seems quite quiet to me. Yeah. Also, she talks about having, like, messed up lumps of burned flesh for hands, but her hands seem fine. So maybe that'll be a thing that they change in the future.
There is always another Terranian sail to burn, another fortune to be won. Here, leader in the course. There were rogues aplenty. Moroccans, Zingaran freebooters, and members of the Red Brotherhood. Exiles all. I gathered them together, and I offered them a promise. If we could work together, we would find us a way back to the ocean. That is how the Black Hand began.
Okay, so that's
The
how
rules of the Red Brotherhood allow any crew member to challenge the captain. I tried to keep the same tradition, the Black Hand. Any who could best me could take my position. Mutinous cowards didn't even try. They just waited until I was asleep and chained me to the hull. Never trust a pirate, especially if his name is first mate Atlas. Look, I don't really do treasure maps as a rule. But there is something in the ruins of that city. A room with the floor looks like a map. And embedded in that floor are gems. My bracelet was glowing like witchfire, and all of the gems on the floor were lit up to magic. I don't hold with sorcery, so I got my crew out of there. After we tried to pry up a few of the gems, naturally.
Okay, so that I think might be some of her quest, maybe, or some of the information that she's just here to provide. You know, that there's something in the cursed kind of destroyed ancient city of the kind of giant race that left all the Molinists and things like that around. And there's apparently a room in there with a map on the floor with gemstones laid into it. I've not been able to find this at all, so I think it might be an allusion to another dungeon. And speaking of which, there should actually be a dungeon coming out for this game at some point during the week that I'm filming this, from what was said in the dev stream. But we'll see, and maybe that'll be the first thing once I've managed to get Owen and Hannah into the game and kit it out with the stuff that I've already made for them, and maybe some more stuff, considering I've been bulking up on some of the things that I've been farming for and hiding, because whilst I was sick, I basically felt like I wasn't really good for anything over a couple of days when I was very sick, when I first got ill over the weekend. And so the thing that I came and did was basically chip away at rocks and build like a stockpile of building materials and things like that, just to keep me occupied. So
Look, Cully, do you see it? That's a sea out there, or a lake big enough not to make a difference to me. I'm gonna lead this crew down there. Ugh, I can almost taste the salt already.
okay, so behind me is the large expanse of water. Yeah, the place that the big river down at the bottom leads all the way out to, and now she's going to start telling us.
We've been to the islands out there. There are ruins on some of them, but not like the ruins we found in the desert. You know, to start with, these ones are human-sized. I think there used to be people living here. And there is still a line of those bloody pillars out there, so you can't see what is on the other side. I shouldn't complain. The gods led me back to the salt water, and that is all I ever wanted.
Okay, I think that's all she's got to say. But ultimately, out that way, you have a large expanse of water, and it gets a lot more lush and plantful, I guess. And you know, as a result, I think she's basically hinting that the third biome, because they've said so far that there's the alpine biome, and mountains, the only direction that mountains are in is that way. Yeah? And then you've got human ruins on islands which are out towards water, which is that way, because in the other direction, off the other side of the map, that way and down that way, all you've got is sand. So the map is going to expand, and it's going to expand in that direction and that direction. I'm guessing that's probably not... Oops, sorry, Jamila. Is it Jamila or Janilla? What's your name again? Jamila, right. But I'm guessing that out that way is probably not going to be just islands and kind of water, but I'm thinking maybe more mangrove and swamp as well, so that they can stick in some kind of nasty swamp creatures to come and kill us. And then, of course, up that way, you're probably going to have a good number of more kind of Conan staple kind of creatures and monsters and things from kind of the more Sumerian archetype, kind of up in the mountains. But there is some other interesting information that I've come across, and in various places in the game, which, granted, it kind of spoiled for me. So if you're kind of prone to spoilers or don't want spoilers for this game, then fair enough. You know, you might want to call it quits now. But ultimately, when we first turned up, when humans first came to this place, the giants didn't actually start enslaving us. First, they gave us the mountains to the north because they were cold and they were frigid and they weren't a very nice place to live. And the humans that went out there to begin with built their own city. And it was only after those humans began to breed and expand, and they bred and expanded much, much faster than the giants down here could. It was only after they did that they came into conflict with the giants here, and as a result, it caused for all manner of hardship, all manner of infighting amongst the humans, and then also taking that fight to the giants down here, which led to war, which led to the eventual slavery of people down here. And then it also eventually led to the destruction of the city, because the giants unleashed a kind of super weapon to try and deal with it all, and it unfortunately kind of, as it tends to with these kind of things. You know, it wiped out their own civilization. Apparently, this area was one of the most lush and fertile, like, places in the area, and yet because they unleashed the super weapon, it not just turned it into a desert. It also left the outstanding kind of corruption, which is still very, very present over the city in the center of the map. But ultimately, guys, I think I'll leave it here, considering my frame rate is still... Maybe it's because I was uploading stuff this morning. I was uploading an awful lot of videos this morning. So maybe that's had an impact on my PC, and it just needs to like cool itself off a bit before before I should have done this. But hey, I wanted to show you guys some stuff, and hopefully in the next video of this, I'll at the very least have Hannah with me to mess around with the trebuchet and possibly start firing each other at walls and over walls or whatever else. But also, if, as and when they release this new dungeon, then hopefully we'll get the three of us together and we can go and have a go at that. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow, which I'll probably have a beard in again. But thank you very much. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you found this at all enjoyable, then please drop us a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.